What's up, guys? I thought I would do a little shot video. I am an FTM trans guy who's been on injections of testosterone for coming up on 4 years. When I first started, doing anything shot related was quite hard for me. I've been on something called subcutaneous injections as opposed to intramuscular injections. Basically, you do it into body fat instead of muscle. The needles are smaller and it's generally, in my experience, just a little bit less of a thing. So I just wanted to do this for anyone else maybe who is either on subcutaneous or sub-Q injections or is going to be on them, just to kind of show you how I do it. And if you want to do yours with me, do that, because I know that the first couple times I had these done, it helped to not be alone. Supplies. We got our syringe right here, and then you're gonna need 2 types of needles. The first needle is a bit larger. For me, it is an 18 gauge needle, and that is what I use to draw the testosterone into the syringe. And then there is the 30 gauge needle, which is smaller, and that is what I put into my body to administer the T. Whoop. I lost it. We got it. It says single dose vial, but there's more in there than 1 dose for me. So when I have a new one, there's a little cap on it. I just pop it off, I use it, and then I keep using it until it's out. You can cut these with scissors, but they also have little places you can split them from. So I'm just going to... So, take your 18 gauge. Take your syringe, put it on the syringe, screw it, make sure it's tight, take the lid off, right? So my dose is 0.5 milliliters. So a way to make things easier for yourself is you can draw up your dose of air. I went too far, so 0.5, right? Then take it, put it in, push the air in, and then draw your dose of the oil out. They tell you, hold it upside down and then draw. There's not enough T in here for that to work, so what I do is I push the end of the needle into a corner of the vial, and I make sure it's submerged, and then I pull basically as much as I can. I'm gonna get some air, right? You see the air bubbles in here? Editing Xander here. I wanted to say that I looked up FTM subcutaneous injections on YouTube to see what other kinds of similar content exist, and I saw a video by Stephen Morgan that mentions you are also able to just take your needle while it's upside down in the T vial, pull it back so the top of the needle head is submerged, and then draw. You don't have to push it to the bottom necessarily like I do. Flip it upside down and give them time to float to the top of the syringe. Sometimes you can rotate it, it makes it go a little bit faster. So we see them up there, and then you just push until the air is out of it. Now luckily I have more than what I need right now, so I'm going to push up until we get to the 0.5. I can't see this right now. Okay, here we go. Take it out. Take off. And this is weirdly hard for me. Sometimes I have to use my shirt. Take off the 18 gauge. Take your 30 gauge. Pop that on there. Screw it nice and tight. This is what goes in. So basically what they tell you if you're doing sub-Q is you want to find, you're putting it into a place with body fat on it. Some good candidates for that are thighs, abdomen area, or the back of the arm. I personally don't have much fat on the back of my arm. Also, that's kind of an awkward angle for myself, so I never have done that. For me, I do stomach or thigh area. It's also an option to rub the spot before you inject with alcohol. I don't really do that, but you definitely can if you're wanting to be on top of the hygiene game. I'm gonna get this close so you can see it. This is kind of weird. You pinch it, and then you put it in at a 90-degree angle like that, and then you push. It can take a minute if you have a higher dose, especially. Just keep pushing it. Hold it still as much as you can until the plunger thing's all the way at the bottom. And you hold it, count to 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take it out. I like to push on the injection site because sometimes a little bit of the oil will come out of it. So I just kind of push on it for a sec and I rub it around. I don't think that does much, but it's kind of something that I've always done. If you want to use a Band-Aid, you can. Sometimes I'll bleed a little bit, never anything crazy. So I don't really use Band-Aids. This is something that I can't show you right now because I need to get another sharps container. But something that is crucially important is you cannot take used needles and throw them away regular in the garbage. It's not allowed. So there are these things called sharps containers that look like this. And you take your used needles. I tend to just put the cap back on, and I'll take the other needle and I'll put the cap on that one. And then I'll just drop them in, close it up. And then when it gets full, you gotta take it to a specific location that is designed for dropping them off. It just keeps people safe because used needles can be very dangerous. So as you can see, there are steps, but it's really quite simple. You get used to it fast. Sometimes it hurts a little bit, but usually not anything noteworthy. It's really become a non-event. So if you're someone who gets nervous with this kind of thing, you're gonna be fine. You'll get used to it fast. And for me, it's helped just being able to do it all myself and control my speed and my location. One thing I have noticed, which is minuscule, the actual location of injection, if I do it repeatedly in a similar spot, sometimes that little area of my skin will grow hair a little bit more. So on my stomach, for example, I'll try to do it in different areas and move it around. So if that's something that you've noticed for yourself ever, maybe you want to do that too. I don't know. Thanks for being here. Hope this helped. Have a great rest of your day.